Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, noise in his gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a in transit through the spirit titled Babylon is falling or is about to fall. Let's lock in ahchyam. Just a brief exhortation to us brothers in the faith to be encouraged and to keep pushing, man. Like, we almost out of here. Like, you can clearly see that things are getting ready to take a turn for the worse for these people. I know brothers been putting out shows. I think it's Hopeful Elect 3. And it's a couple other brothers that kind of upload clips of the people when they're giving their insight or intake on Babylon the Great, about how it's pretty much a third world country, how they're, or how, I won't say we, because I don't align myself with the wickedness, us men in the faith. We don't align ourselves with the mindset of the average American peon, man. Okay, this is just a sojourning type thing. We're pilgrims. We're just resting here. For the time being until our Lord comes and get us. It's like a pit stop, until the Lord comes and break our bonds, man, because this war and everything that goes in the Middle East, this is going to be Lord's will, the war to free the Israelites, man, for good this time. And it's exciting, man, because we're really in a time that we're getting ready to meet who you ignorantly call Christ, Yahweh Shai. We're getting ready to meet him, and I don't know if brothers really know the gravity of that, which I'm sure they do, but when you've been in a surreal situation for eons, it seems like, because most of us are still young men, but when you've been in this situation for what seems like an eternity, things kind of become watered down. It's like, all right, yeah, we'll see it when we see it, but no, man, things are getting ready to make a turn for the better for us and the worse for these people. Okay, as you're saying, Esau's desperate attempt of trying to save face around the world by still propagating himself up or propping himself up like he's still the world's superpower, and clearly the American empire is falling rapidly. Okay, it's a scripture, and I believe it's Luke, if I'm not mistaken, when Yahweh Shai said, "Behold, I've seen Satan fall from heaven as lightning." Okay, and when you think of a lightning strike, it's very swift. Okay, it's very quick, it's very swift, it's like agile. You see it and then you don't see it anymore. And that's the speed that this devil is really falling compared to what's, if you really pay attention, if you're in the spirit, this man is falling pretty fast, man, okay? Every single day is a step closer to Esau Edom's downfall and our rising up to salvation. Because there will be a salvation predominantly here from America, man, okay, and around the world. But this is the place of drawing waters, and what the scriptures say in Judges 5:11, it says the place of drawing water from the nose of the archers, which the archers goes into those ICBM nuclear missiles. That's this place, man, of drawing waters, because the people, okay, like America is considered a melting pot, but this is the place of drawing waters here, man, okay, because majority of the Israelites are over here in Babylon the Great. Majority of the 12 tribes from Issachar on up to Judah, most of us are over here. And let's not to talk about that quote-unquote immigrant crisis that these people are coming up from Venezuela, parts of Central America, South America, and they're coming over here to the States. That's all Bible prophecy, okay? So this is the place where the mass deliverance is going to take place at, man, over here in America, man, okay? Because the scriptures say we should be delivered from the land of the north. I believe that's Jeremiah Jeremiah 16th chapter, going down to I believe the 5th, 6th verse, somewhere around that line. But this is the place of the north that we're going to be delivered from. You see, so predominantly of the elect is going to be delivered from here in America, and this is the reason why you see all the camps popping up here. Like, yeah, you got camps in the UK, you got camps in the Netherlands, you got brothers down in I don't know, I'm trying to think. We got brothers all over the place, man. Okay, but majority of the Israelites, the prophets, are over here in America, because this is the land of our captivity. Okay, and like Apostle Tahar stated, when you go into Matthew's 24th chapter, 34th verse, when it says they should be given into marriage and eating and drinking and given into marriage until the Son of Man came. You're going to have life as usual. Okay, you're going to have marriages. You're going to have outgoings. You're going to have all types of stuff. You're going to have travel. You're going to have all types of stuff that's going to be taking place prior and during the turn of the Lord, man. Because, hey, this second coming is going to catch them off guard. Now, here in the West, America, this place is going to be totally shut down for the most part. What you have in business still going on because, you know, they're going to have some type of continuity of government once everything goes down. They got to still have some type of way to dictate laws and statutes to the people. You know, like still paying your taxes, which people ain't going to be paying taxes. I guarantee you people ain't going to be paying taxes too much longer. Okay, people ain't going to be paying child. That shit is getting ready to be thrown out the window, man, because people are like, fuck this place. I'm not finna sit up here and give these people more money just so they can fund a war that don't benefit me. People ain't dealing with that shit no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So people like, fuck it, because they know that this place is through. You know, like a couple of videos I mentioned from the brother Hopeful Elect 3. I believe that's a brother that posts videos. Basically, man, when you look into these people, they're really complaining about how America's a third world country, how it's being broken down, how they're and this is how they know. They said that America's Babylon the Great. This is like the second or third person I heard that's not in the truth say that America is Babylon the Great. And how do you think that they're getting that information? Through the message which we push, the men of the Lord. It was called the Year of the Push. And that's when, you know, the whole 3 videos a week, and, you know, brothers should be doing a video as often as they can. That's when all these particular things, as far as this information, like it tells you in the book of Daniel, information, knowledge should be increased. A lot of that is when a lot of this information starts to really come out and surface. Because you got the average person now knowing that Revelation 18th chapter is talking about America. You see? So with that being said, the average person, they know. And once they read the scriptures and have some type of Bible literacy, they know like, oh yeah, America is done. So it's not even essential to really take it serious anymore. Okay, people just really riding the wave until they can't ride it no more. Like, you know, we just go to work and just to get money to continue to do what we got to do. But really, the shit is pointless, man. Because look, check this out. All these people on this highway, they going to work or they're doing something. You know, they're doing something, they're getting ready to go to work. And then a lot of these people ain't even going to work. You know, some people are traveling out of town. Some people are going off the grid, you know, but still you have some type of commerce going, because as I zoom in, you seeing trucks. Like you see trucks, you know, you see freight trucks, you see tankers and so forth, because they're still in that mindset. We got to work. Things may get better, but it ain't gonna get better for the West, man. Because once this war really kicks off in the Middle East and everything shuts down here in the West, oh man, they're gonna get ready to come down with great wrath, man. Okay, everybody is waking up to the fact that there's a foreign military among us. Okay, they know that the migrants, so forth, for the most part, a lot of them are sleeper cells. You know, they know that the economy is getting ready to collapse. You know, they believe that the president of the United States is like literally, he's a shell, man. Okay, he's a shell of what he used to be. Because Biden back in 2005, that was a devil to be reckoned with, man. Okay, he was outwardly calling for the massacre of anybody that opposes this world government. But now, you know, he's in that jolly docile spirit. Hey, we got to bring aid to Ukraine. We got to help the Israelis, all that madness, man. But people are like, fuck you. We ain't dealing with this shit. And people rather overthrow the government before they hear any more of the nonsense. So you better believe that a civil war is literally brewing up. Okay, right now you have intel groups that's going around on social media secretly, and they're talking about they want to have an insurrection against the government. They're preparing for it. You know, they're preparing for it, just like in the Forever Purge. Once the annual purge ended, there was a tweet on social media of them stating, look, we're going to continue the Forever Purge. And they didn't stop, man. To the point they had to deploy the military to the streets to bring some type of order out of chaos. But the military is being overtaken, you know? And the fact that the United States military, they getting ready to ship, I believe, like 2,000 soldiers to the Middle East. But sooner than later, the entire United States force is going to be shipped out to fight these different wars. Okay, and that's why it says that I will remove far from thee the Northern Army. Because you're not going to necessarily have an army here to bring order out of chaos, because the average American militant He's patriot, and he don't believe in pulling the trigger on the devils, man. I mean, on his people. You know, like when that whole C-19 came down. These people, man, these people really pisses me off out here. You know, like if I had spiritual power, I would literally just zap this shit, man. You know, like I can't believe these. But anyway, basically they know that the citizens or the military is not going to turn on their people for the most part. Now you got a few corrupt apples, like you got this guy Brandon Johnson of Chicago, Illinois. These dumb niggas in Chicago, they all butthurt because they elected a black mayor, but yet he's basically spending millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to house migrants and living way better than an average citizen in Chicago. But this is what we told you, stupid Jakes, that, man. Okay, just because you got a black mayor, that don't mean nothing. What, you think black is better when it comes to politics? It's a lot of times it's a lot worse because you got, you know, Jake that's trying to get in there. So they gonna do the bidding of the elites at all costs because their goal is to get in there and get them some money, man. Okay, so I don't know why y'all, the nigga named Brandon Johnson, that sound like a nigga off the street. And you gonna elect him as mayor? Okay, y'all see what that last mayor, Lori Light bitch, that Yoshi looking bitch, you see what she did to them? Then they had to get her ass up out of there, man. So what make you think that another nigga that y'all elect is gonna do anything better for you Jakes, man? All that talking and alderman talking, we gonna bring resources to the community. Look, man, since I've been living in Chicago, I'm in my 30s, man. I've been living in Chicago. I was born and raised there. I've been there 98% of my life. I've lived there, besides these few short years. And all this alderman talk of bringing resources to the hood, I've never seen it a day in my life, man. Okay, they may build a park and cut some grass and spray some pesticides, man, and build a store, but overall they not doing nothing for you Jakes out there, man. You know, you got Jake in the hood that's paying $1,800 for a studio apartment, making $15 an hour doing city work, man. You think it ain't looking too good. But now they mad at this guy and they feel betrayed. Well, hey, that's what the scriptures say, Isaiah 30. You know, woe to you that go down to Egypt to trust in the shadow of Egypt and have not asked that Yahweh about you how his mouth, man. That's your problem, and you put your faith in Babylon, which the scriptures told us not to do. So, hey, therefore, your leaders, they're corrupted. You know, they with the sleeper cells, they with, you know, the foreign military, because they have to have intel of it before it happens. You know, that's why these mayors and these governors of these states, that's the reason why they have to have certain funding set aside to house these people and to keep them fed, you know, keep them working, keep the training exercises going, because, hey, those people are training, man. You know, but they have to do that in order to keep you people or to keep these people safe, man. So the mayors and politicians, they all know about it, and they don't have your best interest. You know, that's the reason why they gonna get rid of the American military, predominantly from out of America, because, you know, they're there for their citizens, so to speak. Most American people that's in the military are kind of patriotic still, you know, so they got to get them out of here. They're like, look, man, y'all got to go. This is an imminent war. We got to bring some structure to Babylon, man. And it's all set up through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, because through these foreign militants, somehow, some way, they may institute that microchip. Okay, and that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. These migrants, they don't really have a care in the world for you Americans. Okay, they don't really give a shit about you or your families or your lifestyles that you've coveted. They don't care about that. So it's nothing from them to threaten you with death. Like, here, you either take it or we gonna pop your top. It's nothing for them to torture you, especially them people coming out of the Ukraine and Syria and Russia, Brazil, them cartel motherfuckers. Shit, man, hey, them the last people you really want to have dealings with. You know, so we gonna see how this thing gonna play out, but through the spirit, it's getting ready to get bad. So as men, we gotta lock in, man. Okay, like the apostles mentioned, you gotta be on fire, man. You gotta really have it in your spirit to want to do this thing. You know, and that's really a gift from Yahweh Shai, because every man don't have the passion to continue in the work. You know, so hey, if the spirit is still on you, call Allah Yahweh Shai, man. But if you brothers are still kind of finicky and like, oh no, man, I ain't really feeling it, you giving up, man, hey, you better pray and do some serious fasting quick, or just kick rocks, man. Get to stepping, because for real, I don't, you know, and just me personally, I don't want that finicky spirit around me, man. I don't want that. That shit drives me crazy. You know, either you want to be here, you don't. Either do the work or step, man. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody is in that spirit, they can just leave. For real. Because, you know, cancer, it spreads, and we don't want that. So now's the time to lock in. Look at the prophecies, man. You know, pray. Ask the Lord to give you faith and mercy in these days. You know, pray to the Most High to give you guidance in that day, man, and to uplift your spirit. You know, we go through our ups and downs, more downs than ups. You know, you go through your bouts of depression. But right now, man, we really should be happy. You know, we should be happy. You know, because things around us are getting ready to change. You get ready to see people in your circle fall through the wayside. People getting ready to come back around. All types of shit. You know, so, hey, brothers, get in the spirit. Ner Kalea, Shalom, brothers. Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashim Kagadas Brakathum to the hopeful you brothers out there, you few sisters. But this is the book of Isaiah 30:1. And it reads here, it says, woe to the rebellious children, says Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me. Okay, and this is the point. Most people here in America, they feel some type of way because they thought that this was the land that couldn't fall. But like the Edomite was saying in a video, he was like, man, I don't know why people felt like America can't fall. Okay, this country, this society has been built up on witchcraft, blood, massacre, sorcery. Okay, and it's been built up on a lie, man. And it's been built up unjustly. So this place was destined to fall. It was set up to fall. Okay, it was all in the scriptures, because what it tells you in Nahum, the 3rd chapter, it tells you about the well-favored harlot, you know, and the mistress of witchcraft. And it tells you in Nahum that the Lord was going to judge the well-favored harlot. It's going to burn up with fire. And what's that? That's talking about America, you know? So all the guys out there, you scoffers and you scorners, man, you thought we were crazy. Oh, America ain't gonna never be destroyed. Well, look around you. You know, they're doing all this construction work for nothing. You know, my thing is, maybe it's to house these migrants. I don't know. But honestly speaking, I don't see how they gonna finish this shit off, because ain't nobody got no money to afford it. You know, they doing all the work in the roads. Like 2026 here in Kansas City, they got some type of FIFA Cup coming here. But honestly speaking, I pray the Lord throw a monkey wrench in that shit. Because, I mean, literally, we've increased, out of all the nation, Kansas City, Missouri has increased in inflation as far as apartment renting and living. We went up 17% in a year. Okay, and y'all see these, they're renovating these shits. They building them up and they going to sell them off as condos, probably 3-4 bands a month, when nobody here has that. Okay, but they building all this shit up. They driving people to homelessness, because the homeless population here is nuts. But they driving people to homelessness, you know, just to build this shithole up for some 2026 bullshit, which may not never come to pass. Okay, and that's gonna be a big smack in the face for all the politicians, because it's really the people. We really paying for this shit, man. Okay, you know, we really paying for it. They don't give a damn about you people. We're paying for it. But I don't see it really happening. You know, I pray 2026 is a different America, man, straight up. I pray we out of here by 2026. But even then, I don't see them bringing in some FIFA Cup here. Okay, that's even if we have a presidential election next year. Okay, because hey, if Biden enact the powers to be, which in a roundabout way, he's basically saying, well, look, we going to war. You know, basically they going to war, and he's basically saying that. So I don't see them really bringing this place back. All the shit they're doing is in vain. You know, like it tells us in what is that? Malachi, 1st chapter, 4th verse. When it goes into it, says they should build, but he should throw down, and they should be called the border of wickedness. So they're building up this place, but the Lord's getting ready to throw this shit down. You know, and I can't wait to see the look on the people's faces when this shit really goes down, because honestly speaking, you got people in this place that really think that this place is going to bounce back, but it's not bouncing back. You know, like the Elder Malcolm and myself, we always stated that even before the whole pandemic, we was already in a retail apocalypse since like 2016. Okay, and they used the 2020 ordeal to bring back justification as to why these businesses were closing down. They used that to take the money from you and to take your businesses. Okay, so this ain't nothing new. They're just exposing it now under different circumstances, but this shit has been underway for a long time, you know. And it says here that they may add sin to sin. It says cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay, because Jake's ultimate thing is to make things better here in America. You know, what can I do to afford my rent? What can I do to afford that new loft downtown? What can I do to get the latest 2024 Hellcat? I want to know if my boss, if I can find me a career that's gonna land me 150,000 a year or 6 figures a year. That's still the common mindset of the typical Jake, man. You know, like when you remember back in the day, like a lot of times black women, they have memes up, leaving this behind in 2019 and walking into greatness and wealth and prosperity. But it wasn't like that the last couple of years, man. Okay, because now the people, they're holding on to false hope. Okay, that's all it is a falsified sense of hope. But deep down inside, they know that this shit is through. You know, it's through. And they just widen the gravy train until they can't ride it anymore. But when things hit home, oh yeah, people gonna lose it. You know, people already got in their mind what they're gonna do. They already got who they gonna take from. They're already ready to do it. So hey, you better believe that the sides are being chosen, they're being picked. And one day we wake up, it's gonna be a whole different America, man. I keep saying that. One day everything gonna be all good, and we gonna wake up one day to the banks being closed, okay, to the restaurants being closed, to the foods being, the stores being robbed and looted, people's homes being broken into. Literally, they're gonna set downtown areas on fire, man. Okay, they're gonna burn skyscrapers to the ground. Bridges are gonna collapse. It's gonna be all types of shit here, you know? And hey, we the ones that's telling you about it. So hey, just take heed and remember where you heard it from. You know, because the men of the Lord, the prophets, are supposed to speak things that's gonna come to pass, man. That's what makes you talking about the name of the Most High is this and that. Okay, and then all of a sudden you got two after that weird ass, which I believe vocab sent that guy, but that one fake ass Iskarite that looked like he's from the Taliban, some goddamn where this nigga do a video. And it's sloppy as hell. You agents are fucking sloppy, bro. Like, you're so obvious. We see you coming a mile away. But basically, he did a video message to GMS about how he's not an agent and all this shit. Look, man, dude, you's a clown, bro. Go somewhere. You're so obvious. It's ridiculous, man. But after that, coincidentally, you had some GMS. Like, you had a lot of GMS pages popping up with Arab-looking Taliban dudes speaking Arabic. Okay, because their thing is to tie us into what's getting ready to happen. Okay, and this is why I believe through the spirit, a lot of these different Israelite leaders and these different camps were set up to trace us to that shit. Because you can't trace GMS back to being militant or anything like that. Okay, yeah, we was rough with our words, but those are just words, man. You know, we curse people out. Yeah, the prophets always curse people out, but that's not no type of extremism or militancy. That's not that, man. That's not no black identity extremist type shit, okay, like you see these other groups doing. And this is why we've been telling you, brothers, man, them other groups like the IUIC, you know what I'm saying, Yohana, Sakari, all them groups, man, they really set up to demonize us, man, because those are the groups that Esau is gonna lump us in. He's gonna say, well, shit, y'all all call yourselves Hebrew Israelites. What's the difference between Sakari and GMS? Well, they know the difference, but they don't give a shit about that. They want to get the men of the Lord, and they're gonna set up men in these groups to counteract that shit, or they're gonna set up men in these groups in order to make the charges stick. Okay, so beware of that, man. But these are the times we living in. But you got men that want to come against us and scoff against us. You know, like the elders was going into, they said, wait a minute, you got all this tension in the world, but yeah, you still got niggas on camera talking about what happened in GMS. Like, goddamn, nigga, like, is it that deep? Oh, that brother, he didn't let me get the last piece of chicken. So he do a whole 3-hour sit down on you all because he felt that you ain't let him get the last piece of chicken. But here, fucking Hamas or Palestine is getting ready to go to, well, they already at war. And then Russia is talking about getting involved. America making threats, talking they gonna eliminate Iran. But yet somehow, some way, a nigga put on a garment for 1 hour a week and his whole sermon is about us. That shows you that men have not the Holy Spirit, you know? But anyway, it reads here, therefore should the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion, man. Okay, and you Jakes are confused, you know? But overall, man, this is some madness going on, and bro, we're the ones that's really standing out and speaking on this shit, you know, because we understand how important the times we in is gearing towards our salvation, man. So, hey, if y'all want to play with y'all salvation, y'all go ahead, man. But us here, we're gonna do the best we can to try to sustain this shit, you know, and sustain our faith in Yahweh Shai until he comes back and delivers, because the Lord is getting ready to come back, man. Okay, brothers, this is some very, very exciting, and it's not light at all. We're getting ready to go through a test beyond any other, but on the back end, We getting ready to have we getting ready to have the kingdom, man. We getting ready to live and to finally look and put this shit behind us, man. Okay, like I'm ready to put this I'm ready to put this shit in the rearview mirror, man. Straight up, bro. All this going to work and waking up, you know, feeling upset in your feelings, your women out of fucking order. I'm ready to put this shit in the rearview mirror, man. You know, that's what my thing. Let's get this shit over with. Let's go and let's get it over with. You know, let's get it over with, man. Let's do the thing, you know. And you scoffers and you scorners out there, may you be judged. May you get caught up in a calamity, man. Which you will. You know, you guys doing videos and still talking shit, man. You guys, man, the Lord gonna smite every last one of you cats, man. Like, you're so insignificant at this point. It's like we shouldn't even, why even mention you up? But we know it's part of the prophecy, though. But anyway, that's pretty much it, brothers, man. You know, unless any brothers got any more precepts, you know, we could post on the comment board. But anyway, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, by ahchyam Rakakwadash. Hey, I want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. Oh, shit, the road closed. Wherever they may be. And one more precept, Isaiah 51:14. That's a good scripture. It says, the captive exile hasten that he may be loosed. Okay, and who is the captive exile? That's us. Okay, when you captive, you in captivity. And when you exile, meaning you're displaced, so to speak, and you're left for dead. You know, when somebody exile you, then they kick you out of your land and you can't come back, basically you're left for dead. Okay, and that's the state we in. We were brought over here for our punishment and our correction, but ultimately Esau left us for dead. Okay, the Most High didn't, but the so-called white man, they left us for dead, man. Okay, because they didn't have any banking that we was gonna come back and wake up as a nation. But the fact that that's taking place, that scares these devils. But it reads here, it says that he should not die in a pit, nor should his bread fail. And what's the pit? The pit is slavery. Okay, this pit is representation of a system. You know, when you think of a pit, it's like something you barely can get out of, because a pit is basically a hole with no leverage, or with no any particular leverages you can walk upon and get out. You're just stuck in the fucking hole, man. So we're in a pit. And the only way out of this shit is being levitated out through the chariots. Okay? So, hey, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, by ahchyam Rakakwadash. Hey, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, blessings and salutations to the whole elect. And with that, Lord's will, you were edified. Until the next lesson, shalom and a ball. Shalom.